your Fortune Friday Ask Me Anything series. I'm Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth, and today I'm going to come back with all the questions that we have for you today. All the questions that you've asked and the answers that we have to them today for you. So let me begin straight on. The first question that I have is from Priyanka Gupta. And Priyanka is saying, what is the best mutual fund to buy into? Great question. I am glad that you're asking this question, Priyanka, and that you're interested in mutual funds. So, number one, what I want to say is that you've selected a good instrument. Now, what is that reason for which you've selected a mutual fund? Always remember that mutual funds are, especially equity mutual funds, are made up of stocks, which means that if you want to invest in mutual funds, then you need to have long-term goals. Any goal which is for the short term, which means you have less than 7 years to reach it, then mutual funds should not be your choice. So I'm assuming that you understand that mutual funds are for long-term goals, okay, equity mutual funds especially, and you need to select them for a long period of time. Like, you need to keep investing in them, stay invested in them for a long period so that you can reach your financial goals. That's number one. Number two, the kind of financial goals you have and how much financially literate you are, what are the kind of financial skills you have, and what is your risk profile. Dependent that, you will choose if you should invest in, say, large cap mutual funds or large and mid cap or only mid cap. So these are different kinds of equity mutual funds that you can invest in. And your risk profile, the level of your financial skills, basis that you will make a decision to buy them. Next step is to understand what is, who's the fund manager, what is the kind of strategy that the fund manager has, what is the kind of portfolio he or she is building, and what is the kind of asset allocation in that portfolio. Now, if you don't understand all these things, it's fine. It takes us about 4 hours to explain mutual funds and the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds to people who do our course. So yeah, explaining the entire methodology to pick good quality mutual funds can't be done in 5-10 minutes or 15 minutes over an Insta live. So I'm just giving you some starting points. These are just some ideas on how to select good quality mutual funds. Now your question is, which is the best mutual fund to buy? Now that will depend, like I said, a lot of factors it depends on. So say if your risk profile is not much and you don't have as much financial skills, then probably a large cap fund or an index fund is best for you. If you understand mutual funds, you know how to pick them, then you can invest even in mid cap, small cap mutual funds. So there are a lot of probabilities here. So my invitation would be to learn. First, learn, understand mutual funds, understand the step-by-step methodology to pick mutual funds, and then go ahead and invest in them. This way, you will make the most returns and you will reach your financial goals. And that's the most important aspect, isn't it? Okay, Rupal, hi, good evening, and everybody who's listening from different parts. It might be morning, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are for your part of the day. The basic thing is you get my wishes. Rupal, you said you have some questions, so keep typing them in and I will answer as many that I can today. The next question we have is from Sindhu, and Sindhu is asking that She is now determined to work on her money life. Sindhu, you must know that I am thrilled after listening that you are now determined. This truly matters. So you're saying that you're determined to work on your money life. Your New Year resolution is to work on your money life. What are the starting steps? So step number 1 is to identify your financial goals. Step number 2 is to identify how much time do you have to reach your financial goals. Step number 3 is to figure how much money do you need to reach your financial goals. Then step number 4 is to figure what is your current net worth, financial worth right now. What is the kind of investment portfolio that you have right now? What is the kind of asset allocation that exists there? How much money comes into your life? How much money goes out? And then what is the gap between where you are right now financially and where you want to be? Is there a need for you to learn the art of financial planning, or can you reach your financial goals just with traditional investments? Do you need to learn the art of picking good quality mutual funds, businesses, properties, gold funds, gold bonds, etc.? Okay, how to build a well diversified investment portfolio, how to have a good amount of diversification there. So these are some of the questions, starting steps that you need to ask yourself, because if you lack financial foundation and you are straight away jumping to building your investment portfolio without learning, then it is going to be tough, and you may hit a lot of roadblocks, you may get into losses. So stay away from investing without understanding. Stay away from investing by depending on others. Choose to learn, okay? Choose to learn and then invest. That's my invitation. Hey Nidhi, welcome. Hi Mukta. Hey Sarita. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whichever country or city, my best wishes are with you. Okay, Rupal's first question is, what can be the ratio of large cap, mid cap, small cap mutual funds? So Rupal, I know you've done our Money Gym course and you've done it recently, just a couple of months ago. So for now, have a higher percentage of money invested in large caps. Okay, invest in small amounts in mid cap and small cap mutual funds. So say you can keep a 65-35%, 65% of your money in large cap mutual funds, 35% in mid cap, small cap mutual funds, and again well studied mutual funds. Okay, well studied, well researched. That's how you can divide them. And this allocation can change once you are 3 years, 5 years old in the community. Say you've seen one market crash, you've seen how the downside feels. Then when you have further confidence, you can actually increase your percentage in mid cap and small cap. In some cases, it can also go up 50-50. You can also be investing 60-65% of your money in mid cap, small caps. Completely depend on how much financial skill you build, what is your risk profile, if you've seen the crash, you've survived the crash, what you felt in the crash, what is the kind of investor attitude you have, and more. Okay. The second question you have, Rupal, is that you have some lump sum. It makes your SIP high for few months and then back to usual. Is this what happens with others also? Yes, it can. So what you can do is, Rupal, because you know the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds and good quality stocks, and you know how to write your financial plan, you've learned all of this in the Money Gym program. Now what you can do is divide that lump sum money, say, over the next 20 months or 24 months. This way, there is the lump sum amount gets divided in an SIP format. Okay, systematically, then you are investing for say 20 months, 24 months, and then you can come back to your normal SIP. So that's how you do it. Okay. I trust I answered your question, Rupal. Okay, please share if you got it. Just say got it. You have kept 60, 20, 30. Then 10% is left. Yeah, 60 plus 20 is 80. 80 plus 10 is 90. So 10% is the gap. Oh, okay. Niche mein you are writing. It is 60, 30, 10. It works. 60% in large cap, 30% in mid cap, 10% in small cap. Okay, works. Absolutely work. Nidhi, you had your kids fixed deposits before you did the Money Gym program and now it has matured. What can you do with it? You've invested in stocks and mutual funds? Yes. So Nidhi, you understand the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. Okay. And because now you are a little old in the community. So what you can do is, slowly increase the percentage in the mid and the small cap. Okay. And you've also learned the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. So the same way you can move towards mid and small caps. And then, move further. Okay. Move into another direction of, like we said that, it's important to hedge with gold. So do that. Have a little bit of an asset allocation in fixed income. So just maintain your net worth sheet that we had built in the Money Gym program. Maintain the asset allocation there. Okay. Because this is important. And because this is for your kids, clearly understand your goals with your kids. How much money you need, by when, bring all that clarity. You have the entire Money Gym system to support you. Okay, you got it, Rupal. I am glad. Manju, you're saying you want to start investing. You haven't done anything yet. Then first step is learn. Okay, Manju? Don't jump into investing straight away. That's not step one. A lot of us make this mistake. We think, okay, because I'm not invested yet, first step is invest. No. First learn. Okay, build a system. Have a proper method of managing your money, investing your money, and then go ahead and invest. It will help you put your finances on an autopilot. It will happen over time and it will help you generate wealth. So yes, do it that way. Okay, yes, our Money Gymmer Nidhi is saying, Manju, first step is to join the Money Gym program. Yes, and she's sending you a lot of laughter. Yes, Nidhi, absolutely. That's step one. No doubt. So it's like, जब हमें बच्चे को पढ़ाना होता है, right? When we want to teach our child, तो हम उसको घर में कितना सिखा लेते हैं? बहुत कम सिखा पाते हैं ना. हम सोचते तो हैं कि हम इसको घर में बहुत कुछ सिखा पाए, लेकिन we send him or her to a school where there is a proper method, right? There's a proper method to kind of make your child educated. The same way you bring yourself to a school, a money school. So Women on Wealth is your money school. You come in, you learn, you practice, and then you go. Okay, Manju, you want to learn from Nidhi. Okay, let me tell you, when you go to a class, okay, Manju, I'm assuming that you have a child. Say you go to a class. There is a difference between learning from the teacher and learning from a fellow student. Now, what level of mastery do you want? Do you want to learn from your teacher, okay, and master the subject? Or do you want to learn from a fellow student who is herself studying? The choice is completely yours, okay? Because the money, the hard-earned money is absolutely yours. So go for it, okay? Gunjan, thank you so much. Okay, Gunjan is wishing me. Gunjan is saying happy birthday, Priyanka. And she's sending all the hearts and smileys and saying we all love you so much. Thank you so much, Gunjan. Thank you really for remembering that it's my birthday and wishing me here. It's an absolute joy having you and each one in the community. And I'm saying it from the deepest of my heart. Okay, Manju, you have a 3.5-year-old child, then you know what I'm saying, right? So completely on you. Yes, Manju, thank you so much. So on this note, I am closing this live. Thank you for coming, asking your questions, and keep coming. Okay, keep coming, keep sharing. I keep posting my videos so that you guys keep getting contributed to. So do keep watching. Loads of love. Take charge. Stay safe. Bye bye. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you for wishing me. Loads of love, everyone.